So this is a pretty cool one. This is a projector, new projector from XGME. It's called the Horizon 20 Max, and it is the top of the line in their new lineup. They've got 3 models in this Horizon 20 series. There's a Pro, a Max, a Standard. This is the Max, which is gonna give you the most brightness, the most perks. And look at this setup. Like, you could have something like this going on in your living room with a small projector like that. Now that looks pretty cool. Very bright. 5700 ISO, vivid visuals even in daylight. It's got built-in lens shift, RGB triple laser, optical zoom, 4 gigs of RAM, 128 ROM, extremely low input lag for gaming. And because this has Google TV built in, that streaming and app functionality is gonna be a big deal. IMAX enhanced, Dolby Vision, HDR10+. They claim the HDR is competitive with like TVs, except this thing is projecting between 100 and 150 inches. This is one of those ones where you can use the packaging that it comes in for storage and transportation. This little clip. Ooh, nice. One little box, and here is the unit. Whoa. It has a texture almost like leather, and it pivots on this stand. Ooh, which also rotates very nicely. Wow, I did not expect that. And you can mount it as well. There's a mounting point, but you can see this whole portion rotates in the middle. On the back here, we have optical audio, USB-A ×2, 2 HDMI full size, analog audio, and a power button. And then on the front, I'm gonna go ahead and peel. Ooh. There is our lens. You can see IMAX enhanced, and we have audio built in as well from Harman Kardon. I have to say, a very unusual aesthetic. Like, this is not what we're used to seeing. It almost has a bit of a retro vibe to it, which I like. All right, so also in the package, here's our accessory box, and they've given us something closer to like a full-size remote instead of those tiny little ones that you lose frequently, and it's metal. It is cold to the touch. Dedicated buttons for YouTube, Netflix, Prime Video, and your own shortcut, whatever you would like to program that for, and then obviously audio via the microphone for voice inputs. So our power brick in the same color. Obviously not the most portable projector, but when you're looking at how bright this thing is, it's still something you can totally move around easily, especially with the included carrying case. Oh, cool. Spring-loaded release for battery installation. It's very calming. Look at this. Sweet. So let's go ahead and get this thing connected and see what it can do.
So there it is. That is your projected image, and it's huge right now. I guess we've got like 15 feet, maybe not even, of distance between the projector and the projected image. And I'm gonna guess this is close to 200 inches. And because the device itself has this base and this kind of tripod setup, it doesn't need to be placed directly on axis. It's also got auto keystone correction, so it's as simple as just like pointing this thing at the wall, and then it will basically do most of the adjustment. So this thing has both vertical and horizontal lens shift, but if you decide that you want to reach in there and change the scale of the display, you can use that optical zoom to get the display size that you're looking for without losing any quality. So in this situation, like, I've got some ambient lighting. There's some lights that are on in the studio. And so that means that we're kind of pressing the projector to overcome that situation. We all know that projectors do extremely well when you have no ambient light in darkness, but then projectors that are better and pushing more lumens, they can also operate when you do have ambient light, like this scenario right here. There's a game mode for low input lag if you're using a game console or any other gaming connected to the HDMI port, brightness, contrast, saturation. There's a filmmaker mode, and then there's even more settings if you want to get into white balance correction. Google TV is built in, so you're getting a very familiar experience here with your screensavers, your input selectors, and then you've got all your streaming services there as well, also outlined via the shortcuts on the remote. YouTube, Netflix, Prime Video, Disney Plus is over here, Crave is over here. Some of them come pre-downloaded, and others, you can see the little cloud icon if you also want to download those. And I did also mention there's a speaker built in. Now you have optical audio there. You could go to a sound system, obviously, or use external sound. And is there audio for this? It looks like it, yeah. This type of content at large scale is very rewarding to watch. Full transparency, I just got lost in Roman Empire content, and it was like I was sitting in the movie theater. That's really what it felt like. There's just something about the projected image, the matte display. It just gives you that cinematic feel to it, no matter what it is that you like to enjoy. And the scale, obviously, being the most important. And this one has the brightness to scale quite large, even from this range. So that helps. Now at this point, with the lights off, you are fully in like a TV kind of scenario for brightness and contrast, but just way bigger. Like, this is extremely vibrant. So it actually launched into game mode automatically, sensing the PlayStation input. Weird. Just crushing VWs from 1966. My Civic. Now another cool thing here, the Horizon 20 Max is actually the world's first home projector with VRR, or variable refresh rate. And this can be especially useful when you're playing video games. No. Stupid. So yeah, I mean, like, listen, what's this about? This is about really big picture. That's what it's about. You want a really big picture and something that's extremely easy to set up. Like this thing, you just place it, rotate it. It has this automatic eye protection, which we didn't mention as well. Like now that Will steps in front of it, it instantly turns off in order to protect people's eyes. I just love the kind of setup and go aspect of this. Just plop it down, whatever surface you have, and look at how it just centers itself so quickly and smoothly. It's crazy. You know, like I can be all the way off axis like that, or more direct, and you see how it just sort of automatically flattens itself up in order to deal with it. I can go all the way down there. So yeah, really, I mean, there's been some tremendous advancements in this particular category with brightness, contrast, obviously, and then versatility with these kind of quick and easy setups. And then the ease of use with just having Google TV built in and all your streaming services. So you have a standalone unit that you don't need to bring any kind of external box or anything for it. You've got everything you need to start streaming immediately. AirPlay, if you want to cast from a mobile device, and then you're still obviously getting high-speed HDMI ports for your game console, your game modes for your low input lag. Like, they're just packing everything in these days. And that's obviously what we have here.